Good morning, guys. Today we're going to do something fun, and this is really easy peasy work. So open your book to page number 92B. Look at the bottom of your book and open your book to page number 92B. And let's read the instructions together. It says order events. Okay, now what does it sound like? We have to basically put the events in the correct order. Okay, now let's read what it says. It says events happen in an order. This is what happens when you feed a cat. Now let's see what happens when you feed a cat. Some events happen before and some events happen after. Now what does it seem like? What should happen before? I think an empty bowl should be there first. Then the bowl is filled with some cat food. And then the cat comes and feed on it. Oh, this is easy, wasn't it? Okay, so now we can do it. I'm sure we can. Let's put our finger on number 1 and let's read it together. It says write 1, 2 and 3 to show the correct order. Now we have 3 pictures over here. The first one has a fork, a plate, a knife, a spoon and a cup. The next one has a fork, a plate with some spaghettis and meatballs, and a knife, a spoon and a cup. And the third one has a plate and a cup. And where are these things? They are placed on a mat. Now, what do you think? I think this has to be number 1, where there's just a plate and a cup on a mat. Then number 2. This seems like number 2, with a fork, a knife, a spoon. So all the things are there now. But there's no food. Where did the food go? Oh, here it is. So this has to be number 3, the final one with the food. So I hope you guys got this right. Now put your finger on number 2. This was easy, wasn't it? Okay, it says think about what happens when you put on a sock. Draw a picture to show what you do before. Draw a picture to show what you do after. Now what do we have to do here? This is a box and we have to draw here. And what do we have to draw? We have to draw a picture of putting on a sock. And we have to show them 2 things. What we do before and what we do after. This is easy. I'm sure all my artists can do it. So I'll give you guys a little while. You complete it and then I'm going to show you what I made. And we're going to tally our answers. Okay, so I hope guys you all are done. This is what I've made. Now I'm going to explain you what I tried making. I hope you understand. This is before. Now this is a girl. She's sitting and she has the sock in her hand. And the other one is on the table and she's trying to wear it. And what happens after? You're done wearing the socks, they're on your feet. So this is what my before and after looks like. I would love to see what you guys did. Okay guys, now let's move to the next page. Look at the bottom of your book and open page number 92C. And let's read the instructions together. It says now. Put your finger on the title. It says now, next, then, and end. What do we have to do here? Let's read it together. It says put the events in the correct order. Write 1, 2, 3, or 4. Now let's look at number 1. Put your finger on number 1. Here are 4 pictures that they have given you. Let's see which will be number 1. So in the first picture, I see a mother and a daughter wearing their raincoats. In the second one, I see them watching a movie. In the third one, I see them looking out of the window and looking at the rain. And in the fourth one, I see them standing outside in the rain with an umbrella. Now let's see how this will be. So I think this has to be number 1. Where the mother and daughter looks outside and they see that it's raining. Then what do? They want to go and watch a movie. So what will they do? They're going to put their raincoats on. So this has to be number 2. Now let's look at number 3. Are they already in the show or are they still standing outside? I think they're waiting to get their tickets maybe. So this has to be number 3. They're standing outside in the rain with their raincoats on and they have an umbrella. The mother is holding an umbrella. So this has to be number 3. And then we have number 4 where they finally go and watch their movie. Oh, this was easy, wasn't it? And this was fun as well. Now let's look at number 2. Put your finger on number 2. Now here are 4 pictures. There's a boy. He is planting a flower. Oh, okay. Let's look at number 1. Okay, this is a seed that he's putting in a pot. Then in the second picture, I see this flower has grown. The seed has already turned into a flower, I see. And he is probably placing it in the window so the sun could reach the flower. And in number 3, I see that he is watering the flower. And number 4, wow, the flower bloomed already. Okay, so number 1 has to be the seed one, right? So this is number C, where this is number 1 where he is planting the seed. Now number 2, if we look at these 2 pictures, I see that the flower is comparatively small over here. Look, isn't it true? This flower is kind of bigger and this is small and he's watering it. So this has to be number 2. Then the flower gets bigger and he's placing his pot in the window so the sun could reach the flower. So this is number 3. And finally, the bloomed flower. So this has to be 4. Wow. Okay, I liked it. Okay, now let's look at the last part. It says, talk about it. What do you do after the sun comes up? What do you do when it goes down? Now, when the sun comes up, it is morning, right? So what do? We wake up, we dress up, we go to our school, or our moms and dads, they go to their work, right? And what happens when the sun goes down? It is night time. What happens? We usually sleep, right? We need to rest. We're tired of the day. We worked hard in the school and now we're tired and we need to catch some sleep.